So Giannis, much like he's following in Patrick Mahomes' footsteps a bit, where Patrick
Aaron
Mahomes,
Rodgers too.
Oh yeah, yep, Aaron Rodgers. Patrick Mahomes bought a portion of the Kansas City Royals, right? So he's a
And the Kansas City
owner.
basketball team.
Yeah, and the Kansas City basketball team. And Giannis did that.
Yeah, Giannis has purchased a portion of the Milwaukee Brewers. When I was growing up, the Brewers were good and like a team the Twins were worried to play, and it was like a rivalry, like Wisconsin, Minnesota, and it was. I feel there was the guy who was on the Brewers that went to the Yankees. Blanking on his name, but he was the guy.
I know there was a guy for the Brewers. The only guy that I can really. Oh no, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's gonna bother me though. But yeah, he ended up going to the Yankees, and he was the one on the Brewers that I was like, okay, that's somebody you got to worry about.
Who doesn't have a stint with the Yankees though? You know.
Yeah, and when you can buy your players. But anyway, he bought a portion of the Brewers. I'm hoping that like usually when a player buys a portion of another team, they have no impact on it. It's really just a business point of making money. Like Aaron Rodgers doesn't tell the Milwaukee Bucks like, go get Drew Holiday. Like he's not the reason they got Drew Holiday. Like, so it's not like Giannis purchasing the portion of the Brewers is going to do anything. But I think it's cool news.
Yeah, I think it's more of a devotion to the city.
Yeah, he signed the extension before the season started. That was his way of saying I'm staying in Milwaukee, and now this is just more of like not only am I staying in Milwaukee, but this is my second home outside of Greece. So I thought that was really cool, and that's our only NBA news. But we also have WNBA news. We had some last week with Breanna Stewart's baby, but this week, Kristi Toliver, who was a former two-time champion with the LA Sparks, she is now the assistant coach of the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
And she was with the Washington Wizards as I believe it was like a coach's consultant or assistant.
Sure.
But yeah, now she's the assistant coach for the Mavericks. I can't remember if it was Luka earlier this year that said he wanted more women involved in coaching, but if it was him, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I just think in general.
Oh no, he was flirting with the female ref.
Oh,
that's what it was. Never mind. That was my bad. So I don't think anybody on their team is pressured to get females into the coaching staff.
Yeah,
but they got her. I think this is a good move.
Yeah, I think it's a good move as well. You know, following a little bit in Becky Hammond's,
for sure.
Shadow, but
she doesn't have pop to be under.
Yeah, she's got a new coach.
If anything,
Jason Kidd.
Yeah, I think it's Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
If anything, Pop probably wouldn't have given her as much freedom. Like Kristi probably has more freedom. So, pretty cool. And I just wanted to talk about that because I thought it was a good step forward.
Do as much as we can. Yeah, do as much as we can to showcase the.
And players are wanting it. Players have said they'll respect former female players and just like men who work their way up. If a woman has worked her way up through coaching, they'll respect her because they know the experience.
You saw kind of a wave in the NFL. There was a lot of like assistant coaches when it came to females representation. Yeah. But Becky Hammond's kind of like the face of.
And there was the first female ref in preseason as well. So getting some more equality into a traditionally masculine environment that was a little bit too much. So, the last little bit of WNBA news is that Sylvia Fowles from our very own Minnesota Lynx might be the greatest basketball player ever.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan.
She's amazing.
Step aside. She's had her fourth 2020 game. I think that's pretty cool because I remember when Russell Westbrook did it, it was a big deal because he dedicated it to Nipsey Hussle.
Sure.
So that had its own thing. So I don't want to discredit that, but having 4 2020 games is pretty insane. The Lynx have always been good. It's nowhere near like their triple all-star.
When Maya Moore left, it kind of
fell apart.
It was tough.
And Lindsey Whalen. It's kind of like when we lost all of them, it went down. But Sylvia Fowles is bringing us back.
Simone
maybe
Augustus.
Maybe they can tank for Paige Beckers and then.
So.
But yeah, so she.
Sylvia Fowles is
a bright spot in a fallen Lynx team.
Yeah, she's real good.
We did have some other like basketball news that wasn't NBA news. J.R. Smith, who I believe he's enrolled at North Carolina A&T, he is going to be playing for their collegiate golf team.
Yeah, that's fun.
I think that's fun. I don't know if weed is legal in North Carolina. But
J.R.
Smith.
And can he golf without a shirt on? That's also important to know because he always
they
has.
They have to have etiquette in college. You have to have. I think it's collared shirt, either buttoned or no buttons. They have to have khaki or dress pants. Non-tennis shoes. I can't remember the full dress code, but I think college golf has.
Sure. It's going to be a weird transition. Can you have Hennessy?
Hennessy and weed was going to be necessary. Can he have that in his golf cart? If yes, I would put my money now on him winning the first collegiate tournament.
Okay. What is his caddy just like a chauffeur? Like his caddy just kind of like gonna have like a cooler?
No.
With him,
so his cart or his bag is on wheels, and he can control it himself.
Okay.
So he doesn't even need a caddy.
Got it.
I think he's just gonna have his boys with him. So. Yeah. Another little bit. So Imani Bates, number 1 prospect since he was young.
Oh yeah, he's got that almost like Kevin Durant frame. You know, he's like
Brandon
slim.
Ingram, sort of. Chet Holmgren,
slim, crazy, athletic.
But yeah, Imani Bates is athletic.
Talented.
While Chet Holmgren isn't quite as athletic. But Imani Bates, I heard him today, was compared to Trevor Lawrence. You don't have to see him even play one game to know he's going to be good.
He doesn't have the hair as Trevor Lawrence does.
Right. I'm sure he could grow it out, but wouldn't be as long and flowing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be luscious.
But a few days ago, it was leaked that he started a student email at Memphis, and it was confirmed he is committing to Memphis. I can't remember the other name of the player, but they also got the top center or forward who's committed to Memphis. Sure. So Memphis is going to be a very good team in the NCAA tournament. So I think the only
Gonzaga, they got Chet. So
all right, so it'll be Gonzaga, Memphis, and then you'll see some teams like Wichita State and some of those guys that always get a lot of seniors back. Right. Loyola Chicago. Yeah. You'll get those people will go in it, but Memphis is probably going to be one of the favorites. Sure. Duke's probably going to fall off without Krzyzewski. Yeah.
Is this his last season or his last season?
Last season was his last season, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but pretty sure. And then I guess last little bit of basketball overall news was Cat is an 87 in 2K.
Yeah, they had the Ronnie 2K, the ratings guy, show up there, and he asked Cat what he thought, and Cat guessed he would be an 88. So Cat was pretty.
He ended 2K21 as an 89. So, which I believe D'Lo ended as an 85, and Anthony Edwards ended as an 80. So, we got 3 80s on our starters, but Cat used to be in the 90s. Yeah. But until they start winning, I think that's fair. Yeah. Just because I think he's talented enough to be in the 90s. Oh, yeah. If your play doesn't result in wins, nobody's going to think highly of you.
I mean, I'd like to see if he has the highest 3-point rating out of the bigs. Yeah. Because he should.
Yeah, he should. He should have the highest 3-point out of all bigs, and I would also like to see Jimmy. But if they're gonna be that harsh on guys that don't perform or get to big moments, Jimmy Butler's rating should go down. Ben Simmons should go down. Yeah. And then Jared Vanderbilt from the Minnesota Timberwolves had a workout where he looked like he had been working on his game.
Yeah, a lot of dunks, which is kind of his game.
You compared him to Siakam.
Yeah, I just think he kind of reminds. Siakam probably has a better shooting touch. Probably a better offensive skill set, but in regards to
is Siakam left-handed or is he right?
I don't know, but it was weird watching that video because I didn't know that Vanda was left-handed either. But he had soft touch on those jumpers and a little bit of
I love soft touch
dribbling skills. Yeah, so.
I love soft touch with my balls. It's really necessary for high-level play.
Yeah, I like when professional athletes are the ones doing it too.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's it for basketball news.